Hello, everybody. Welcome to the JAMAcast podcast, episode number 1. We have some excellent stuff for you today, and we are your hosts.
Hi.
We got hi.
Shh, don't tell them about that.
We got don't tell them about that. And we got inside the llama.
Inside the llama.
So basically, we have Josh, Adam, and Morgan.
Hey.
Yes, and our special guest for this episode is...
Hi, I'm Randy, aka Digiman.
There we go.
Yeah, that's his first name. Hi, I'm Randy, aka Digiman.
It rolls off the
It's
tongue,
a long-
doesn't it?
Yeah.
It really
a long,
does.
It was a long birth certificate.
It's, yeah. Had to get it specially printed. Alright. So, Randy,
Yes.
how do you do?
I do well. How do you do?
I do goodly.
What topic have we chosen today?
Do you have anything you want to talk about on podcast, sir?
Not specifically, no. Whatever you guys want.
Alright, well thank you guys for watching.
Pretty much.
Well, how about we talk about what's your experience been like on YouTube?
It's been a lot of fun. A little stressful every now and then, but overall I enjoy it quite a lot.
I feel like almost rather disappointed in myself recently because I haven't been the most consistent uploader. Mainly because I feel like I don't have that great of a mental state at the moment.
You and me both, pal.
Same.
Been there, done
Trying
that.
to do daily videos. Doesn't work most of the time. Yeah. Well, out of the 4 of us, I can count good. You have the highest subscribers count at the moment. So what do you think of your community that you're kind of building?
Well, I'm happy that so many people like my work, and they're all genuinely really nice to each other, and they don't bash anyone's opinions or anything, so I can safely say that, unlike most fandoms, mine isn't cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yay.
that's definitely a thing that you notice.
I like not having cancer.
Yeah, having cancer is not a good thing to have.
Please support your local awareness today. Any
Ow.
Not sponsored.
Support
I
your
don't-
local awareness.
See,
There's a donation link in the description box.
for the
Totally
most
doesn't
part,
go to us.
for the most part, my live stream community is pretty good. And I don't even know what my comment section is because it barely exists.
Yeah.
Because, there's, almost nobody ever really in there unless I'm doing, a Q&A in which people will gladly contribute questions, but then I never get around to filming it because every time I film it, I feel like it was the worst take I've ever done.
Yeah.
I sort of have a little bit of a self-esteem issue when it comes to recording videos. It's like, no, that wasn't good. I'm going to do that 1,000 more times, and it's going to get worse and worse each time.
Oh, I've been there. I always get nervous whenever I have to do the live action segments. I always
you have-
20 takes.
Yeah. You have a good presence though when you do it. You look like you feel confident.
Well, trust me, I don't. Looks
I
can
don't
be
even know.
deceiving.
I don't even know if I feel confident in front of the camera still.
I don't think anybody really feels confident in front of a camera, to be honest.
It's like whenever I do a vlog, I'm always holding my phone really far down because I don't want people to look at me like, are you actually doing that right now?
Yeah.
That's why I don't vlog or ever put my vlogs out on time because I'm like, it's not gonna be worth it.
Yeah. Well, I guess you kind of wonder the same thing about people in Hollywood or stuff like that as well, right? Like Ali E. Carvalho, for example, who played Moana.
Yeah.
That was her first time ever being in any sort of movie. And it's this high production Disney movie, right?
Yeah.
That's a lot of pressure.
how would she have felt during that? And she had to sing too.
Yeah, that's pretty intense.
I
Yeah.
still haven't
So I
seen that
think
movie.
doing little videos
Spoiler
for
alert, everyone
YouTube.
dies.
Yeah, sure.
10 out of 10.
Sure.
I think doing little videos for YouTube has a little bit of a gap there.
Yeah, there's just tiny bit.
Yeah. Well, so you used to have your channel used to have a different name that you ran by.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, it was called The Reviewer. I know, 10 out of 10 name. And it was pretty much just kind of like a parody channel. Like, I had a bunch of different shows that were, like, blatant parodies of other YouTubers. Like, my main show was, like, Head Icarus, and I had three other shows that were, like, Peanut Butter Gamer, Jimmy Wetzel, and a YouTuber called Psycho.
Okay, so you had quite a few different series going on, basically?
Yeah, but after a while, I decided that I didn't want to do it like that anymore, so I'm just combining all of those into just one big thing, and I rebranded because I thought my username and style I just wasn't happy with it after a while.
That makes sense.
I feel like it would be difficult to do, like, that many series.
Yeah, and I had 4 more planned in the future. So my channel was going to have 8 different shows.
That's a lot to do by yourself.
I know. That's kind of why I scrapped the whole thing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's like, I've been wanting to work on a series called That Side of the Internet for the longest time, but I've never gotten to actually, like, sitting down with you and actually, like, writing stuff.
Yeah.
Because I want to talk about, like, those really morbid, weird parts of the internet, specifically DeviantArt.
Yeah.
I could definitely contribute to that. I have seen some weird stuff.
Yeah.
Talking about everything on DeviantArt is a topic for a different day. But...
Well, I'm not talking about DeviantArt, I'm talking about fan fiction.
Fan
God, that's
even
that
worse
could be
sometimes.
Like, the DeviantArt series will actually be a multiple-part series. Once I actually, like, get that, like, start writing it, like, it'll almost be like a season of That Side of the Internet will be specifically devoted to the different kinds of communities on, like, DeviantArt and their affiliated other websites. Like, for example, in the furry community, like Fur Affinity.
Yeah.
And that kind of thing.
You know about that site? I've seen that site before.
Yeah, when doing research for the show, you get a lot of different... You see a lot of shit.
I've actually gone on that site a few times. Some of the artists are really talented.
Yeah, a lot of them are, like, quite talented.
Not every part of every single website like that is the stereotype, right?
Yeah, which is exactly why on the show I will focus on, like, the negative parts, but I will also contrast with showing the positive parts of the community or website.
Yeah. My desktop background was actually drawn by somebody who's well known on Fur Affinity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was just browsing his gallery out of morbid curiosity, and I saw that. I was like, wow, that's a really good drawing. I want that as my desktop background. So I downloaded it.
And then you died because you're a cat and curiosity killed you. Oh. Because you were on Fur Affinity.
Aren't we all dead inside?
Well,
at the end of the day.
The picture is of something I really like, so...
What is it?
Are you sure you want to know?
It's Crystal from Star Fox, isn't it?
No.
It is.
I'm laughing even though I don't get the joke.
Do you guys... Do you guys know the Super Mario Bros. Super Show?
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know
Classic memes.
And you know the episode Coopzilla?
No.
Can't
say that I have.
Well, it's basically the green version of King Koopa, just very large.
Oh. That's how I like them.
Are we talking, like, large as in fat?
No, large as in, like, he ate a mega mushroom.
Oh,
okay, yeah.
So just, like, really
that kind of large.
Scaled proportionally.
Yes.
Scaled proportionally.
Although I guess he could be considered fat, considering depending on who you ask.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of YouTube...
What? Hey, it's a podcast. We can stray whatever direction we want.
Exactly. That's the beauty of these things.
So when you... Because when you were talking about your rebranding and stuff like that, my Discord cut out, so I only heard like the last 3 words of that topic. But like you still have a lot of people who come to your channel now that are like, they're super like they want you to release some of your old videos again.
Well, I kind of am.
Yeah,
it's
because
almost
you're
like,
remaking them, right?
Yeah.
Like, I know you don't exactly like. Do you not like the idea of a second channel usually?
No, not really. Not until YouTube becomes your source of income. And even then,
That makes sense.
Because like I feel like you can make like a second channel. It's like almost like call it like DigiVault with all of your old videos on it or something.
That's a nice
on it.
name, the DigiVault, or you could call it just the Digiman Archive. Like,
I think DigiVault sounds cooler.
DigiVault does sound cooler, but it would be like an archive.
I
That'd be a
could
good
do
idea.
that. But
It's like the parts that you don't want to put on your main channel because of the fact that you probably don't like them,
Yeah,
but people still might be morbidly curious about it, you know?
like even people like Sammy Classic Sonic Fan have an archive channel. So, I mean, archive channels are pretty good to have, though.
Yeah.
I've been asked that a few times, actually, and I've thought about it, but I don't know. I really just don't want people to see those videos. I know that they liked them, but they're really just not good in my opinion, but maybe I'll consider it.
I've unlisted quite a few of my videos because they're bad. Like, one of my most popular videos on my main channel, like, I made an OMFG Hello remake using note blocks. It was like the simplest thing, and it got thousands upon thousands of views, but I've since unlisted it because it's actually bad.
Yeah, it's not the best.
It's like, the majority of that video was me actually just talking about the fact that I had created the song in the first place.
Yeah, it's like a 30-second long video, and the first 20 seconds are you talking about it.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
it's
sure YouTube has a feature where you can cut videos down.
Yeah, I haven't been able to figure that
out. It would be a
out.
10-second long video, and that doesn't make money.
It's not. It's like all I did was put Jonathan Higgins, blah 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 remake.
Yeah.
Actually, I made the video in Windows Movie Maker. I had access to Sony Vegas at the time, but I made it in Windows Movie Maker.
That's the first editing software I ever used when I had my very first channel back in 2012.
I forget when I think I created my channel back in like 2010. Probably.
But
I guess like March something.
my first channel was about music, not games.
Really?
Oh, that's
Yes.
interesting.
What did you do on there? Like, what did you cover?
Oh, I didn't cover anything.
Or did-
We all know that I can't sing.
Yes, we've heard your lyrics for an upcoming project.
You're better at it than some people who also did lyrics for an upcoming project.
Tom.
Yeah. But have you guys know that meme song Numa Numa?
Oh,
Numa, yeah.
That's a good song.
That's a great song.
Yeah, I was crazy obsessed with that song about 5 years ago, and I realized that there were a whole bunch of different versions of it in different languages and different covers and remixes and stuff, and there were some that a lot of people had never heard of, so I wanted to make one channel dedicated to uploading as many versions of that song as I could, and it was going really well. Like, it had more I got more subscribers on that channel than I have on the channel that I have right now, but somebody decided to be a little nasty and report my channel for copyright infringement.
Oh,
So you're saying you're saying you had your first YouTube channel was entirely dedicated to Numa Numa.
Yes.
that's not at all what I was expecting.
Yeah,
actually.
no.
Well,
I was
you
expecting at least like Back Off by Trap is the best song in the world, and here's why. Number one. Like, just like song reviews or something like that. I wasn't expecting
An entire
that.
channel dedicated to just one song.
and my favorite thing to do was to take certain types of versions, depending on what they were, and creating a mashup of one of the lines of the chorus called Numa Chorus Line.
Wow, that is a great title.
No, the thing is, I actually took inspiration from another YouTube channel whose channel was also deleted because someone filed false copyright claims. And he made videos like that, and that's what his channel was about, and I wanted to pick up in his place. But after my channel got deleted, I decided to leave it all behind because I had over 200 videos and I did not want to remake them. So I actually passed the channel on to somebody else. There's another person who now has the same username as I did, and he's uploading versions of them. I just hope the same thing doesn't happen to him that happened to me and the other guy.
Wait, so this channel still exists?
In a form, yes.
Like, did you tell this guy, please take over for me, or something?
Was it
No.
like some super fan?
I guess so. He was a really big fan of my channel at the time, and once the channel was closed, he sent me an email asking me what happened. I explained it to him, and he said that he'd be interested in picking up where I left off, and I said I'd be perfectly fine with that, and thank you very much. So I sent him a Dropbox link of all the versions that I had saved on my computer, which was over 350.
Oh my god.
Jeez, okay.
Because
Wow.
for about 2 years straight, I would always ask for iTunes gift cards, and then I would just download every version that I could find off of iTunes and just put them into videos.
When I first worked at the grocery store here, when my dad owned it, I asked to be, I was paid in iTunes cards. I kid you not.
Yeah, you do what you do, right?
I mean, as a child, that was probably 12 or 11, 12. I was iTunes cards were my lifeline. I bought a $100 application on iTunes one time for remote controlling my computer.
Wow. All right.
And I think it was Log Me in Ignition or something like that. And now that app is free.
Oh, good.
But you have to pay for a subscription to access the service now.
Oh, good.
So it's no longer free. And that was my go-to remote control service. So, I was very good with money as a child.
Yeah, right?
$100 on just one app.
The audio just glitched out in the most hilarious way.
Oh, no. What happened?
When he was saying free, the audio glitched in a way that made it sound like he was saying free, and then it just stopped.
Oh. Bombs. Oh, speaking of bombs, have you played Dystoria?
Have I? No.
Oh, you should. It's good.
There are a lot of incredibly popular and well-known games and franchises that I have never touched.
Well, it's not incredibly popular or well-known, actually.
Yeah.
Oh. What kind of game is it?
It's an indie game made by a couple of friends of ours.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. What's it about?
Well,
It's
it's a 6-axis,
basically...
sort of Super Mario Galaxy style gravity,
Yeah.
a space shooter.
Ooh, I like space shooters. I'll have to try that out sometime.
Yeah, it usually goes on sale on Steam.
Pretty sure it's on sale for the summer sale right now.
Huh. Well,
So-
if it's released on Steam, then it's for download for free on IG Games.
I don't...
How about you don't?
I'm kidding. I'm not gonna do that.
They're indie developers. Please spare them the agony.
Anywho,
Good game, though.
it's a very good game.
It
Highly
sounds
recommend.
good.
Yeah.
And
Are
I
there
know
any
that you have
games-
have to
Yes.
support indie developers,
Yes, you should
Especially-
support all developers.
especially considering how successful they can become.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
Well, speaking of supporting developers, let's talk about, copyright and also the fact that money is the thing that you need to buy games and not... You shouldn't always pirate, in my opinion.
My opinion also?
What about your opinion? You've said nothing.
You said nothing this entire time.
See, whenever I try and talk, I get interrupted by either you two.
Then poke me or something.
No, that's weird.
The three of us have been interrupting each other this entire time. You should...
It sounded more,
Formal?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Well...
But yeah, buy games, not pirate.
Yeah, buy games.
Buy games from pirates.
Buy games from pirates.
I
That
mean,
way
if-
you still purchase the game, but you don't know where they got it from, so you can get it for less price.
Sure.
Hold on. What's that one website that everybody says is... It's like E2A or something? Or
Oh, G2A.
G2A. That website apparently is actually really scummy.
Yeah, it's...
Like, they get the keys through, like, really terrible means. Like, a lot of times they don't buy them. They're, like, leaked or something, and they just sell them off for profit.
What, like Steam
Sucks.
keys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, like, people have totally, like... Some people are still sponsored by G2A. And, like, they're really scummy. I wish my AC would turn off.
Is that going through the... Oh, you can hear it.
Yeah, I
Not
can
a
hear
lot.
it.
It's not a huge deal. We're fine.
Oh,
Even if G2A wasn't doing that, there are a lot of websites, I'm not going to name any names, where you don't
You
even need
kinda
the
already
Steam
did.
keys.
Yeah, you named one of them already.
Well, you can just bleep that out.
Or
Nah.
will we?
But that's editing.
That's editing. This is a podcast, son.
Whatever you say. Nobody will remember.
They can
As they-
rewind the video.
Or the audio if you're listening to this on SoundCloud or Google Play.
Haha.
Because putting this on iTunes would be expensive. Say what you're going to say again?
Soon to be on iTunes when we reach 1 million subscribers.
Yeah, exactly. Whenever we have, money.
The money is the thing. Actually, I wonder... Because there's a lot of free podcasts on iTunes. I wonder if putting a podcast on for free, like as a free podcast, would cost money.
You would still have to get the licensing fees from Apple.
'Cause,
Which
like,
is
on-
like upwards of $120.
Because on Google Play, we can put a podcast on for free.
Yeah.
Like, which is really nice. Thank you, Google.
But you can't put albums on for free. That costs a teensy bit, which
Yeah.
is like $20.
This sounds like a discussion that should happen before or after the podcast.
What? I'm good. We're recording a thing. Yeah, you better be.
Keeping that in. Alright. Anyway. Do you want me to take that out?
I don't care.
Alright, good.
That's what he
10
said.
out of 10. Professional. Oh.
Stop.
Oh. Stop. Alright.
I need a drink after that. Hand me my no-brand cola.
No brand cola.
It just
Hashtag
says
not
cola on the
sponsored.
side.
No, I just ripped the label off.
Not sponsored by any of the following brands. Oh, yeah, you drink that no brand cola.
Yeah. I bet it tastes like shit, doesn't it?
Oh,
It's fantastic.
Okay, cool.
wow. Alright. Well, anyway, sponsorships aside that we don't have.
This episode is brought to you by Werewing's channel. Subscribe to him today for more not daily content anymore.
Well, mostly daily content.
Almost daily content.
Daily content, except for when I am not around my computer.
Well, thank you, Werewing, for sponsoring this episode.
Yeah, you're welcome.
We
You
appreciate
should be
it.
thanking me. We're filming in my basement.
This episode is sponsored by
Jonathan Higgins.
Blue Yeti microphones. No, it's
No,
not. Good.
Off the walls and off...
Off the walls and on my balls.
In the hoop, and I got a hoop.
Uh,
Great.
Are you tired of us yet?
no, it's just something you would say.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
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 Indeed.
Speaking of which,
Alright.
how's that t-shirt idea I submitted to you going?
Oh, so there's this scene 18 seconds into my third Kirby episode where I just go on a swearing tangent, and Randy said that he wanted that on a shirt, and so that's going to be a shirt now. This swearing tangent. I'm going to make it in a censored version and an uncensored version.
Excellent.
So
we need to put the one quote that I said in Mario Kart. I hope you all burn in the fiery depths of hell. We need to put that on a shirt.
Those will both be on shirts very soon.
I don't have a quote.
The censored version of that one
You don't
shirt.
have videos either.
You've done nothing notable yet.
Yes, I do.
Anyway.
One semi-viral video of a tornado.
Yeah,
Hell
that's
yeah.
it.
That's it.
What
There
were you
was
saying, Randy?
I'll say that in a second. There actually was a tornado in my town a couple of days ago.
But
And
you were asleep.
Slept through it?
Yeah.
Like,
Yes,
How
I
do
slept
you-
through it.
how do you sleep through a tornado?
Well, first
Simple,
of all,
you don't wake up.
it happened a few miles away from my house, so I wasn't really in the danger zone. And second,
Yeah,
it was very early morning hours. It was like I think it happened at 6:30 in the morning. So,
Oh, so early.
How much
Oh.
did it cause? Much damage?
it made 2 cars hit each other, damaged a couple signs, and ripped some tiles off some roofs. But that's about it. It was an
Okay.
F1. It was a small
Super
F1
low-key.
tornado. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the one that happened. Did we talk about that?
Yeah, there was a tornado that happened near here.
Yeah, there was a guy mowing his lawn
Yeah,
who said
a
he
few
was
weeks
keeping
ago.
his eye on it.
That's a great meme.
Great meme, 10 out of 10.
Everyone's gonna know where we live now.
Okay. Whatever.
I'm not worried.
But yeah, tornadoes are fun.
They don't know my house.
I really want to document a tornado. I was very upset when I found out that I slept through it.
Let's just get your phone to wake you up every time there's a tornado.
Set an alarm that goes wee woo wee woo wee.
Well,
SpongeBob.
usually,
Anyway.
like, the weather app on my phone would send an alert, but my phone was off because I actually turn my phone off when I go to sleep.
Why don't you just turn notifications off?
Because sometimes people like to be mean and call me when I'm sleeping.
So turn off calls. Don't turn off your phone.
I just turn on Do Not Disturb usually.
Yeah, and that way, if there's an emergency call or something like that, it'll still go through.
Okay. But back to answer what you asked like 5 minutes ago. About the t-shirt, I was saying that if you censor that saying, there's only going to be like 3 words on the shirt, and they won't even make any sense.
I'll just censor, like, the vowels, because that's usually how things get censored.
Yeah, that would work.
Or a black
Yeah.
bar.
Yeah, right? Just do it like they do in Japan, just a single black line through it. There,
No,
it's censored.
No, that's pixelated.
Oh, yeah.
But you can still see the detail.
Oh, yeah. All
I
that
wouldn't know.
detail. All right. Thanks, Japan. Love you. Anyway. So now that we're done talking about porn,
We are?
I mean,
We're
what?
just getting started.
We
So,
are.
Randy, when are you starting your job at Pornhub?
What?
Nothing, babe. So,
Oh, that. I decided to turn that off. for now.
that.
Serious?
Yeah, you turned off. You turned off. You
You turned it down for that other email from
X-Hamster.
X-Hamster RedTube. Let's list off a bunch more porn websites, shall we?
Brazzers.
Oh,
Oh.
oh,
Oh.
getting spicy.
Oh.
Oh, I can name much more, but I'm not going to.
Facebook.
Facebook,
Twitter.
my favorite. Twitter.
Instagram.
Tumblr?
Yep, that's a thing.
Yeah. That's very.
You know what? That's what the internet devoted just to Tumblr.
Yes, an entire season.
An entire season about Tumblr.
4chan.
So,
Hentai.
Hentai Haven.
Reddit.com/r/porn.
Yeah.
That's probably a subreddit that exists.
So back to a good topic. Randy, you said at one point that I don't know if you want to talk about this yet. If not, I'll take this out of the video. you wanted to start doing a sort of, kind of Let's Play channel?
Yeah, I've thought about it, but it won't be happening anytime soon while my channel is still... While my main channel is still pretty small.
What
makes sense.
What do you think about, like, the sort of Let's Play community as a whole, though? And, like, sort of the idea that a lot of game reviewers and stuff like that eventually go off to make Let's Play channels as well, and kind of more focus on Let's Plays.
Well, I really don't like that they seem to focus more on Let's Plays, because, people came to see their reviews or whatever it is that they do, but when they put so much time into trying to get so many Let's Play videos out at the same time, it takes them forever to get their main stuff out, and people are always complaining about it. But as for me, I would want to have, like, a schedule on it, where, like, every other day I would alternate, so, like, Monday I would work on a main series stuff, Tuesday would be a Let's Play thing, and then back and forth. Just try to balance it out as much as I can.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't like the idea of... Well, I guess it depends on the situation, kind of, because, like, given the whole YouTube adpocalypse, or whatever the heck people were calling it, that was going on, right? So, in that way, I kind of understand the hustle for trying to make more videos and stuff like that, because ads were down and stuff like that, and so people had to find a way to make their revenue. So in that way, I kind of understand, like, having a higher focus on Let's Plays, because they're easier to make and more people will watch them. But in any other scenario, I think the thing that people found you for first should be the thing that you're more focusing on, right? Yeah.
So, like, it's funny, though, because I've actually seen it happen the other way around, too, where people start with Let's Plays, and then they make a side review channel.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about possibly reviewing the B-movie game.
You should just review games about memes. Yeah, so Run and Meme Run 2.
They made a sequel to that?
Yeah, they made a sequel.
A bequel.
Wow, good.
Yeah, like, Captain Blocks gave me... I don't know where he put it, or where I put it, but
I think it's just on the floor over there.
He gave me the B-movie game, and he's like, I want you to play this for a live stream or review it. So I'm like, I'll do both.
I have the B-movie game for the Wii.
Pretty good.
I think I used to have it, but I got rid of it a long time ago.
Yeah.
I have a lot of movie-based games.
Yeah.
Over the Hedge
which would you rather...
Over the Hedge is fantastic.
I love that game.
That's a pretty good licensed game.
Yeah.
Unrelated for... I can't talk. Would you rather review B-movie or Portal 2?
I don't know, actually.
That's very helpful.
Because one of them's what looks like a good game, and the other is...
Yeah. You never really know with licensed games, like, whether they're going to be good or not. Like, it's funny, because when I got the Over the Hedge game for GameCube,
That's the one I have.
I took 3 days and just locked myself in my room. The only time I came out was to grab food, and then I immediately went back into my room. I spent 3 days playing that game to 100% completion.
Jeez.
Just in a single room. I don't think I slept during those 3 days. And if I did, I paused the game, slept, woke up, unpaused the game, and continued playing. Like, it was a good 3 days.
Yeah.
I did that with the game. I did that with the game based on the series of Unfortunate Events movie.
Oh.
I hate that movie.
I thought it was decent.
I watched it in the car once. That's about all I remember.
Yeah. Movies that are based on books that act like they're going to be good adaptations of the book, and then they come out and it's like, here's 11 books in one movie. Here you go, have fun, kids. Yeah, it didn't work.
I mean, Hunger Games did sort of well.
Hunger Games did really well, actually.
Yeah.
Because the author of the book actually had a voice in the movie.
Oh, did he? Oh.
Suzanne Collins.
And yeah, that's a she. Don't assume genders.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, you're calling her a she? That's assuming
That
gender
is-
even more, bitch.
But who is she?
Wrecked.
She's the author of
In
the
the
Hunger
movie.
Games.
In the movies.
She's not in the movie.
You said
She wrote the books.
and wrote the movie. She had a hand in
This
the
is my
movie,
state
doesn't
line.
mean she acted in it.
Yeah, this is
There's
why
other
you
things
said she
besides
had a-
actors.
You said she had a voice in it.
She had a voice. That's a phrase.
Phrase it better.
I'm sorry, Shakespeare.
To be or not to be?
That's
not
is
a good
the onion.
question.
I actually hate Shakespeare so much.
Me
Shakespeare
too.
was not. Shakespeare was not who everyone thinks he was. He kind of stole everyone else's stories and rewrote them for his own money.
If he was so smart, why is he dead?
Stop.
I
Like-
mean, yes.
I learned about him I studied Macbeth for like a week.
Yeah.
A week or two. We didn't even finish the movie,
Oh wow.
but we also had the books. And we were supposed to read this one scene, and I look at this and I go, "Are you speaking English, good sir?"
I mean, that was English back then.
Because like
you take one look at Macbeth and you're just like, to quote Hamlet, oh fuck.
it's like you look at Shakespeare and you go, "Hello, how are you?"
How art thou?
It's like you added apostrophe D after every single word. You are now Shakespeare.
Whomstead.
Whomstead.
Weld, I'm ammed, laughing out loud.
Thou
me.
art quite annoying.
Rolling on the floor, laughing.
Eld, emmed, aid, ode.
It's like you are now.
Harder, bettered, faster, stronger.
More than
That's a
better.
good song.
That's a great song.
Daft Punk is my favorite.
Do you listen to a lot of like EDM or stuff like that?
There we go. Talk it out.
Do I? Not really. I don't think so.
Oh, boy, you are missing out.
Yeah, you're missing out on some good stuff. Have you heard of the Monster Cat?
Monster Cats? No, I have not.
Oh, Monster Cat is...
They're like a giant channel on YouTube that is a label.
Yeah,
basically.
they're their own music label. They have people under them like Pegboard Nerds and Marshmallow and...
Do not bring up the pegboard nerds.
Uh-oh, what have we done?
What if... Do you not like Pegboard Nerds?
We got a trigger in the house.
I like their music, but I do not like them.
What did they do?
What did they do?
They copyright claims my Isaac the Adventurer review because I used their music in the intro.
Well, I mean...
Yeah? How...
That makes a lot of sense, actually, yes.
It's fair use.
I'm pretty sure you
Not
still...
in that context. It's only fair use if you got permission from them in that case, because they are under a label. Unless they specifically come out and say that their songs are royalty free, then it doesn't count as that.
If the music is presented in a transformative way, then it is fair use. And I did...
Did you edit the music?
Yes, I put filters on it. I lowered the pitch. I forget exactly what effects I put onto it, but it did not sound like the same song, but they still claimed it. So I had to take the video down, put even more filters on it to the point where it doesn't really even sound the same. Well, I guess it kind of does, but it sounds distorted. And then that got past their detection or whatever it was.
Yeah, YouTube's system is getting better and better at noticing copyrighted material.
Yeah.
Which is good, but also bad for when you need to use something like that in a way in your video.
I think the fair use thing more applies to, like, covers and things like that more than it does, like, just altering the song.
It's like, I could do a cover of, like, We Don't Talk Anymore. I would sound terrible, but it would be covered under fair use because I'm doing it in a transformative way. Using the song, like, as the song was presented, or even just lowering the pitch, I'm not sure that's exactly considered transformative.
Yeah, like, it does alter the song, yes, but it still isn't, like, changing the song that's used. It's just, like, a form of disguising it from the fair use, in a way.
Well, one of the key factors in fair use is making sure that you're not providing a substitute for the original, which I wasn't. The song was, like, I think 4 minutes long, and I did less than 30 seconds. Something like that. Actually, I think it was a little more, but regardless, there's no way that my video could have been considered a substitute for the original. I even tried tweeting them and sending them an email, and they didn't respond until after I uploaded the remake of the video and called them out on it. How interesting.
What did they say?
They said, "Hi, sorry for the confusion, we removed the claims." Yeah, after I took down the video.
Huh, wow, okay.
Like, I remember I made I used that green screen footage from Shia LaBeouf's Just Do It thing, and I made, like, something that I would, like, I don't know, I tried to add something to it, and then I got a claim from, I think, The Orchard Music. And
I've heard of them before.
And I was like, okay, what is this? And I forget if it was visual or audio, but I was like, that is completely BS because everything I got was, like, stock footage or royalty free.
Yeah.
So there wasn't any reason for that claim. So I actually find out their number for The Orchard Music. I call them and I'm like, yeah, I got claims on my video. Why? And they look, like, I send them an email. They're like, oh, whoops, we screwed up. They released it.
Oh, wow.
It's like,
Wait, you actually called them on the phone?
Yeah, I called them on the phone and I was like, yeah, you copyrighted my video, even though everything is free to use and monetize if I wanted.
Yeah.
I have three things to say to that. One, you really should have recorded that.
Yeah, probably should have, because that would have been, like, good.
Yeah.
Two, I remembered exactly what the email said. It said, "Hi Randy, thanks for reaching out. I have removed the claims."
That's all it said?
Yes. Even though
maybe they didn't know that you took down the video, though.
Well, they would have had to send a notice to YouTube to do so I don't get it. And three, something kind of similar to that happened to me with my Bulls versus Lakers video. The song that plays at the very end is a royalty-free chiptune song, and it got copyrighted by somebody called Audium, and apparently they like to copyright claim songs they don't even own. But here's the really weird thing. So you know how when you get a song that's claimed, it, like, says the name of the song in the claim?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I searched the name of the song on Google just to see if maybe the person who said it was royalty-free lied to me. The song doesn't exist.
I mean, okay. I mean, that's one way to do it.
It was so weird. They were saying that I was using a song that was theirs, but the song didn't even exist.
Did you eventually get that claim taken down?
I filed a dispute, and the 30 days passed. They never responded, so my video was automatically restored.
Yay. Oh, nice.
The one thing that absolutely, the one issue with copyright I've never gotten solved, ever, is Nintendo. Nintendo is actually the worst for copyright on YouTube. Because, I made a Super Mario video, And I ended up putting off that video for a whole month to see if they would respond to my dispute. On the last day they did, and said that I wasn't allowed to monetize the video. If I had disputed it again, and they said no, I would have gotten a strike on my channel. So I did decide to go that route. But every single Mario Maker stream I've done, like anything that has to do with Nintendo, except for my Wii Sports Resort series, has been just like they've taken all the money from that.
Yeah.
Though they probably haven't earned a lot, probably a couple cents.
Yeah.
But like, Nintendo shouldn't be able to do that because that is actually BS.
Well, there are a lot of things. Streams, though. There are a lot of things Nintendo shouldn't do, but they do anyway.
Yeah, that's very true.
But I've actually made a personal decision already that if Nintendo ever does decide to go that route with my channel, I will fight back, and if they do want to press legal action, I will face them in court.
That's a lot of money, though. Like, they're a huge worldwide corporation. Like,
well, it doesn't take a genius to spot fair use, because, like I said, screwing up words, since I do game reviews on my channel, and that definitely falls under fair use, because it is extremely transformative, it is not a substitute in any way, shape, or form, as well as other things. There is no way that can be called violating their copyright. So, if they want to go that route, I will.
You did a review of Metroid Prime, the 20-minute long video. You're obviously meaning to replace the entirety of Metroid Prime. Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
I just have this feeling that Nintendo is one of the very, very few copyright holders who, if you submit a counter notification, will actually proceed with legal action because they think that just because it's them, they can do whatever they want. They're pretty much the Derek Savage of video games.
Oh God.
Well,
and that is a bold statement.
Very.
Yeah. Well, speaking of video game publishers, what would you say is your favorite console that you have? Because I know you have a lot.
Oh, that's easy. The Nintendo Wii.
Yay. Yeah. Well, there was that one video where you were sleeping with your Wii, so I mean...
You're talking about all the babies you've had, which I found was very
oddly sexual.
Well,
and somehow I did not see Rule 34 fan art of it.
If someone sent it to me, I would accept it.
Okay.
I'm sorry? If someone sent you, like, Rule 34 artwork of you, like, freaking...
doing it with your Wii,
you would accept it?
Fan art is fan art.
Okay.
True.
I mean, that is true.
I wonder what the Meatly would think if somebody drew wonderful Rule 34 art of Bendy and sent it to him.
Oh, there's a lot of it.
Oh, God.
Yeah. If it's popular, there's porn of it.
Okay, let's search Blue Yeti.
Blue Yeti microphone porn.
Let's just search the name of my microphone on a Rule 34 site and see what comes up.
Yeah, no, it would probably be like, anything's a dildo if you're brave enough, and whoop, there goes the microphone.
Oh, God, no.
Do you want to know why the Wii is my favorite console?
Yeah.
Yes, please, let's switch topics, thank you.
Because it has 2 eyes in a row.
I mean, so do most humans.
No, that's not it. It's just that my favorite...
That was really bad.
That was pretty bad.
Oh, God.
But the reason is because my favorite video game ever is on the Wii.
Which one's that?
Start the party?
That's a PS3 game.
Which I found at EB Games the other day. Anyway, continue.
It's Super Mario Galaxy 2.
Oh, good. Good. Super Mario Galaxy's good. You know what's better than Super Mario Galaxy? Dystoria on Steam. Anyway, so... I actually haven't played Super Mario Galaxy, though.
You haven't? It's so good.
I think I have one of the Super Mario... There's multiple, right?
There's 2 Super Mario
There's 2.
Galaxies.
I'm pretty
That's
sure...
why Super Mario Galaxy 2 is his favorite.
I'm pretty sure I have one of them.
I'll have to borrow it from you sometime. I can speak.
Still waiting for an HD remake of those 2.
I'm still waiting for an HD remake of Legend of Zelda, the first one.
Oh.
There is an HD version of that. It's called the NES Classic.
It's called $500.
Like, I suppose you could just, if you wanted to get a high-quality version... Like, we were at that game store in Edmonton yesterday.
They had the Retron 5 uses HD, which is really nice.
It's like... Is the Retron 5 like a...
It's a third-party console.
It's a console.
Yeah,
okay.
It's a third-party console that plays NES, Super Nintendo, Genesis, and Saturn games. All on one console. And
Saturn? It plays Saturn?
Yes, Saturn.
You know those are discs, right?
Not Saturn. What's the other Sega?
Genesis?
Game Gear? Mega Drive?
Genesis?
It could
32X?
be the Game Gear.
32X?
Could be the Game Gear. Whatever the other cartridge is. Anyway, one of those. And yeah, the Retron 5 does it all through HDMI.
I thought that... At first I thought when he was talking about that box, I thought the box was something you would hook up to another console.
No.
That would
That
sort
is
of
a console.
solidify the pixels into something that looked good on a 4K screen or something.
No, I have a Retron 2, which plays NES and Super Nintendo games.
I have a retro entertainment system.
Well, that's not the same now, is it?
It's basically a very small NES, but I'm gonna get rid of it pretty soon.
I want to get the Super Boy, which is like the Game Boy Advance sized Super Nintendo. It's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a... I feel like a box like that could exist, like a box where you hook in an AV and it goes to an HDMI, but it's sort of more...
It's just a converter.
HD.
Like I have an AV to HDMI converter. That's how I'm able to record my GameCube and stuff like that.
It's like if
I used to have one of those.
They're very simple. Continue.
If only like there was a box that could make something, like almost like upscale it.
Yeah.
Like not to the point where it just looks like you've enlarged it to 1080p.
Yeah.
But where everything looks like it's
Actually
got terrible
high definition.
like high definition, but still terrible graphics from the time.
Yeah. Well, that's
compared to today.
That's kind of what the Retron 5 does. Is because it'll take those cartridges, which normally it would just upscale the size, but it actually upscales the graphic as well. Graphics.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that emulators let you play games in super high definition.
Yeah, you can play like N64 games at 4K with like non-compressed textures and stuff like that. Wonderful.
That would be fabulous.
Yeah. It's like, oh, look at all these really nice looking polygons.
I'm pretty sure that's how this YouTuber that I like to watch captures all of his footage. Either that or all of his consoles are modded to output in 1080p.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've seen like I'm pretty sure I've seen NES or SNES things in stores with HDMI outputs on them.
Yeah. Well, you can also get like I don't think it's first party, but you can get these converters that you plug directly into your Wii that make the Wii output HDMI 1080p, and it's like the actually like nice upscaling, not just like making the image bigger. So it's pretty nice.
Wow, we've been going for an hour.
Yes, we have.
It's fun.
Sweet. It's fun. I like doing this.
I like you guys too. I mean,
I've said 5 words.
Yes, and you need to say more, because now
Well,
you've said 9.
Honestly, I didn't know what you guys were talking about at all. I was just kind of dozing off.
Seriously? We're talking about video games.
video games are cool, man.
Video games, I don't
to be
play.
brutally honest,
Or stuff you guys are using to record your stuff, and I'm just like,
I
Elgato.
have an Elgato, probably.
Xbox.
Xbox.
I recently had a problem with my Elgato.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Anytime I plugged it into my computer would blue screen.
Oh.
Okay, that's only a minor issue.
Yeah.
It's okay. I restarted my computer and re-downloaded the software, and then I was good.
Yeah, usually turning it off and
Well,
back
that was
on
an
again.
anticlimactic story.
Yeah. I was
I mean-
expecting like pirates would come into your house like, "Yar me matey, give me your
Elgato.
fix it for you." What are you, the Grinch?
Yeah, right.
Like, usually, like, I can't stress this enough as a person who does basic IT for people that I know. Turning it off and back on again almost always works.
Remember
Like-
at the amusement park?
Yes. Yes.
What happened?
I don't know.
When the
I
ride
almost
went
drowned
broke,
at an amusement
yes.
park when I was 7.
Mechanic came up, hit a switch.
That's depressing.
everything
So
worked
like
fine after.
we were at West Edmonton Mall recently, which has a an amusement park in it.
And we were at
And
the Galaxy Orbiter ride.
The
Best
Galaxy Orbiter. It's a very fun ride, actually. And the it stopped working for a while. Like there was this, it wouldn't
the
run,
lap-
and the
the
one
lap-
person's
latch
latch thing wasn't like
Going.
releasing. So they had to. They
Call
were
it?
trying for like 20 minutes to get this thing to just let go, and it wasn't. It just wasn't. And so they call in the mechanic, and the mechanic touches one button, and it's immediately fixed. And the girl who was trying to fix it for 20 minutes just looked so upset.
She was like,
She was like,
I
I
did
hit
that."
that exact button. You
all
watched
saw I
me.
did that.
She walked over to us and she's like, you watched me hit that button, right?
and we're like, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
If you say so, ma'am.
What kind of ride is it? Is it one of those rides that spins around?
Yeah,
it's a
basically.
roller coaster that spins around, yeah.
Yeah, basically,
Ooh.
you're going along a track, and once you get to the
Depend-
top of the
basically,
first...
depending on how much weight is distributed across, it'll spin in different directions.
Like, basically, once you get to the top of the hill, there's something that basically hits the... Or, like, that activates something. So, basically, the part that you sit on becomes sort of loose in a way to the fact that it'll rotate depending, like,
Kind of
with
like
physics.
the teacups at Disneyland or whatever.
Except it rotates just basically on
And it's also a,
force.
you know,
Like a
roller
gyro.
coaster.
I can't explain because I don't know physics, even though I
Gyro.
took it.
It's like roller coaster squared because it's a roller coaster and it spins.
Yeah.
Is it a
like-
roller coaster of love?
Sure.
It can be.
I mean, when you're going up the hill, one of you is going backwards and leaning to the other person intently,
You stare each other deep in the eyes.
and then one of you goes down backwards and starts screaming.
Yeah.
Except I didn't scream because I've been on that ride we went on that ride 10 times over
Yeah.
the course of the weekend.
And every single time that we went on it this time, and it took off, Morgan would scream sarcastically.
Roller coasters are great.
I think we secretly made friends with pretty much everyone who ran that ride.
Yeah.
Yeah, that they love us, and they just don't
Roller
know.
coasters used to terrify me, but now I love them.
They're great.
It's like there's this one there called the Mindbender that I straight up refuse to go on.
It's
Oh,
so
man.
good.
You're missing now.
I only went
No,
on
I
it
went on
once,
it- I
but
went
that's
on-
because I felt like throwing up afterwards.
I went on it once and I was like, never again in my entire life. Because basically, that ride, you go up to the,
The roof.
100 kilometers an hour, which is somewhere around 60.
Yeah.
And that's an indoor roller coaster.
Yeah. And you go, like, right up to the roof of the place and stuff like that, and then drop pretty much straight downwards.
So, like, when I did that, after I was done, I was like... Actually, just as we went over the first big drop, before we started going fast, I look over at my friend, and I'm like, I fucking hate you.
I want a divorce.
I've been on the...
File for divorce on a roller coaster. Oh, that would suck!
I've been on the tallest roller coaster in the world.
Oh, yeah.
Which is what?
King Dakar.
Which is what?
A roller coaster.
Which is
Flags,
what?
Six Flags Great Adventure in New Jersey.
Oh, New Jersey.
Well, that's New Jersey.
And?
It's pretty much the only good thing New Jersey has.
Oh, rest in peace, New Jersey. We got a hater. Yeah, no, I the only roller coasters I've been to in the States are Disneyland and California Adventure, which is also in
Really?
Disneyland.
Those are roller coasters? So. Last I checked, those were theme parks.
Ooh,
I said they were in Disneyland and California Adventure.
Smarty.
Six Flags in California. Wonderful.
There's the Six Flags in California?
Yeah.
Are there any Six Flags in Canada?
Yeah.
No.
There's one in China.
Well, that's Canada. Yeah, that is Canada.
Yeah, look that up.
I think there's one.
Six
Wait,
Flags Canada.
Is it China or Japan? I forget.
Japan.
Japina.
I think it's just
Chinan.
China.
I like that one.
Yeah, it's just a...
It looks like it's in Montreal.
Couple, but they're all like across the country.
Well,
yeah.
Save up for your plane tickets.
I'm going to Vancouver on Friday.
Wow.
Well, rub it in everyone's faces, why don't you?
Okay, then.
Oh, my face. Okay, so... How did we even... Okay, the spiral of this conversation has been all downhill.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a podcast for you.
That is a podcast. So should we call it a wrap?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. This is
Sure.
not going to get any better.
Any final words of wisdom to give out to our troops?
Any final little topics or anything you want to bring up?
Not too much, except for make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on SoundCloud, and if you have Google Play Music, which you can get for iOS, Android, and not BlackBerry, because screw BlackBerry, unless you have an Android BlackBerry, which is actually a good BlackBerry. If you have those, you could follow us on Google Play as well. You could download them on Google Play. I've downloaded the H3 podcast off of Google Play and haven't listened to it.
Also,
but you will listen to ours.
the H3 podcast because it's delightful.
And also listen to the Schmucks podcast.
Yeah,
That's a
that
good
one's
one.
super good as
That's
well.
a great one.
Never
There's
listened
so
to
many good podcasts. Psychic
Including
Pebbles,
this one.
Psychic
I
Pebbles
hope.
does very nice.
I hope this
He's
is a
funny,
good...
dude. He's
Psychic
funny.
Pebbles is
Shout out to Psychic Pebbles.
Yeah, right.
Anyways, thank you guys for listening and or watching. And
Check out the links in the end card because those exist.
if you're on YouTube
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. Hope you enjoyed.
or listening.
Have a great day.
And
or
thanks
night.
to the
However
special
soon.
guest.
Yeah, sure.
Digi.
Whatever.
Yeah, he exists.
Yeah, okay,
He exists. Make sure to go subscribe to his YouTube channel and follow him on Twitter.
Anything else you want to
subscribe
shout
to
out
him.
for yourself, man?
I'm the best.
Ooh,
He's
that's
the
cocky.
best.
Narcissistic. Alright, bye.
See ya.
Goodbye.